Well, wrestling fans, I hope you had a fantastic 4th of July weekend. Hope it was great. Food, fireworks, whole 9 yards, hanging out with friends and family. Monday Night Raw tonight. Hey, look, live from Chicago. And Chicago crowd, always a great crowd to watch, listen to, because they always tell you exactly what is on their mind from top to bottom, all the way through the show. And that always adds to the show because you want a crowd like that. You don't want a crowd that's going to be sitting on their hands all throughout the night. And that is one thing that I like about Chicago and New York and places like that. They tell you exactly what is on their mind all throughout the night, and Chicago is one of those crowds. So I like Chicago watching Raw when they go there. It's a treat because they add to the show. But Raw overall, that one thing that really pops into my head is, and I'm sure that it pops into a lot of your heads, even though a lot of you are probably thinking, boy, this makes me happy because CM Punk is back and he won the WWE title. I'm thinking, why does WWE have to play it so safe? Because CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes is the type of match that doesn't need the WWE title. The WWE title could add more to a different matchup. Sami Zayn holding the title, at least till SummerSlam, dropping it there to whoever he's facing. And I know that people don't like this matchup, but it would be the direction that they have. Even if he held it past SummerSlam, he would probably face Jey Uso. I know y'all are probably thinking, I know, gagging on what I just said. But that would be the direction that they probably would go with. Jey Uso versus Sami Zayn. Bloodline versus Bloodline. Because Sami Zayn used to be in the Bloodline. And Cody Rhodes versus CM Punk. Rival sells itself also. And the names build up the match itself. Cody Rhodes versus CM Punk. Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg didn't need a title to build that up. Vinnie Mac just threw that in. Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg at WrestleMania with Stone Cold Steve Austin. Didn't need a title. Numerous matches you could say that with. Kurt Angle versus Shawn Michaels. The Undertaker versus numerous superstars. You could name them. Whole list. Triple H versus The Undertaker at WrestleMania. Both times. Some might say, oh, well, one of them was the end of an era, Webby. That's not the point I'm making. The point I'm making is the stars themselves built up that match. The history between those two built up that match. Cody Rhodes versus CM Punk for SummerSlam. Their names and the history that they could make builds up the match. You don't need a title for it. Later on down the road, you can stick a title between them. Now, You already have championship on the line. WWE tonight, it was pretty simple. They're in Chicago. We're going to put the title on the line against CM Punk, somebody that's from Chicago. Plus, WWE is getting a lot of backlash. A lot, wrestling fans, for taking the title off of vanilla Cody Rhodes. And believe me, he's very vanilla. And people are getting tired of seeing him with the title. How many times has he had it in the short time that he's been back? And on the route he's going to beat John Cena's record. The never seen 17-time, you might as well say the never seen 18-time champion Cody Rhodes at the rate he's going. So, of all the backlash that they were doing, no wonder they had played it up that he was hurt tonight. SummerSlam, I hope they don't take the title off of CM Punk now. I hope CM Punk wins at SummerSlam and they move on. Now, the sad thing about tonight was I was hoping that they would have something like this, a world title type matchup that was important, an important title match. Not an Intercontinental title match, not a tag team title match, not Danhausen versus some rinky-dink jobber. Not anything like that happening on Saturday night's main event. You are in Madison Square Garden on Saturday night's main event, WWE. The world's most famous arena, MSG. And you're meaning to tell me for Saturday night's main event at MSG, you can't have a world title matchup? You have to stick the world title match on Raw? That is the only thing I find that is no about Monday Night Raw having a world title matchup tonight. If you're going to take it off Sami Zayn, you could have done it at Saturday night's main event. We know Roman Reigns is not going to defend that title on Saturday night's main event. You see, because they did this title match tonight, we know that it's just going to be the Intercontinental title. It's going to headline MSG. It's probably going to be the Women's Intercontinental title too. Probably the tag titles will be on the line also. Stuff like that. And it'll probably be the women's tag titles because we just saw the men's tag team titles. Guys, it is sad sometimes how WWE divvies up their matches when it comes to their championships being decided up for grabs, especially when they have a Saturday night's main event on the line in between pay-per-views. It's sad how they divvy up their title defenses. That's just me. Maybe I'm nitpicking here when it comes to that, but I think Saturday night's main event should be treated a little bit more important, especially when you go to certain venues, okay? Because I think certain venues should be treated a little bit more special than what the one that they're going to most likely is going to be treated like. Okay? But wrestling fans, let me know in the comments below if you think it was a good idea for CM Punk to become the WWE champion tonight on Raw. I'm sure a lot of you all do, but let me know in the comments below if you think it was. Do you think Sami Zayn should have kept it and kept it till SummerSlam at least? Give me a like, share this, comment, all that kind of great stuff. What do you think the match card for SummerSlam should be? And as far as Obafemi and Brock Lesnar is concerned, hey, look, all the points that Paul Heyman made tonight, they're legit points. One thing I'm glad about, though, is the fact that he didn't come out and spew the same old BS that he usually does. He simply mentioned the Hell in the Cells that he had been in, and that he had beat The Undertaker twice inside the Hell in the Cell. And he called it the Brocktagon, okay? And that he had never lost inside Hell in the Cell and things like that. So I like that he didn't go through all the usual stuff that he usually does. So I like that Paul Heyman changed it up a little bit tonight during his promo towards Obafemi. And of course, Obafemi is still trying to get the hang of his promos and stuff, but he's really catching on, going back and forth with Paul Heyman. So I like the stuff that they're doing, and we all know what's going to happen at SummerSlam, and that's Brock Lesnar is going to lose to Obafemi. If not, I don't know what they're doing, but they're in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and most assured, Brock Lesnar, more than likely, is going to lose inside Hell in a Cell. But like I said earlier, remember to subscribe to the channel today. All right, wrestling fans. If you enjoyed this review of Monday Night Raw, because that really was Monday Night Raw in a nutshell. The important stuff about Raw tonight was those two things. They had a few other things take place, like the Intercontinental title for the women, which we all know that Sol Ruca is going to retain that championship because all they're doing is setting up the match for Io Sky and Liv Morgan, which Liv Morgan needs to drop that title ASAP because she hasn't even defended the world title since she got it at WrestleMania. All right, wrestling fans. So I think you all and myself would agree that the sooner she drops it, the better off that division would be, and it would benefit someone else for holding that title. And besides, Liv Morgan can do all the pictures and all the publicity stuff that she does, okay, for WWE without the title too. And maybe she can actually chase the title and stuff like that. Okay, she's pretty much the leader of the Judgment Day anyway. So it's not hurting her not having a title. Okay, because she's not even defending it. All right, and outside of that, not too much happened on Monday Night Raw. There was one thing that happened today that really was not good news, and that is Sheamus has been moved to the alumni page of WWE. And wrestling fans, that's just a shame. on a side note that doesn't have to do with Raw or SmackDown. That just has to do with WWE in general. Whether you are a fan of Sheamus or not, Sheamus being moved to the alumni page and being asked to take a pay cut from WWE is, in my eyes, kind of disgusting. Because Sheamus being asked to do that is on the same level of the New Day being asked to do that. Now, thankfully, Sheamus, and I'm glad that Sheamus did this, said, no, I'm not going to. Okay? And went home. And I'm glad that he did. Because if he wants to wrestle, there's plenty of places that he can wrestle. Okay? And, when I really think about this, I don't want to hear from anybody, from any podcaster, from anybody that says, oh, well, it's just business. And Sheamus hasn't done anything important in so long. Blah, 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 blah. And the biggest reason why is, if you don't have somebody like Sheamus helping build up your stars, then where are they going to go? You don't have that many Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Cody Rhodes left. You only have so many of those left anymore. And they are on the very tail end of their road. At this rate, I mean, WWE, when you look at the age of the ones they've been retiring and stuff like that, they've been in their 40s. So if that age that they retire is on that trail, guess what? They're on that tail end. Knocking on wood for the people that want them to hold on for years and years and years and years and years. Sheamus being offered that, absolutely disgusting. He was helping Gunther. He helped so many others. He was recovering from an injury. And they asked him to take a pay cut. That is horrible. TKO, WWE, asking him to take a pay cut. Of all the money they make from T-shirts and merchandise and Mania and all the Disney stuff and Netflix and Hulu and ESPN and all this different types of crap. And you ask him and others to take a pay cut when they are the ones that help out, help build up the stars. They do. Nobody's going to convince me otherwise. If you don't have those type of stars, who's going to? I'm getting out of here. Let me know what you're thinking about that in the comments below as well. Subscribe to the channel today. Hit the bell button. Share, comment, all that kind of great stuff. And of course, follow me on TikTok at BYBD45. Follow Backyard Beatdown at BYBD45. A lot of great stuff goes over there as well. And of course, until I see you again, this is Webby. I'll catch all of you on the other side. Talk to you later.